Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel as Isioma Ononye. Now, as you all know, my channel is based off my blog at reflecteveryday.com, where I focus on topics that deal with personal development, women empowerment, mental health, religion, spirituality, and life and culture in Nigeria. So for today's segment, I'm going to focus on life and people in Nigeria, and I want to do something particularly about youth empowerment and something that pertains to the youth in Nigeria. And a big issue when it comes to that is gaining employment. We know it is not really easy to gain employment in Nigeria. You graduate, you're excited, you have your degree, you start your NYSC, but what comes after? People usually have difficulties finding a job. I know that after I finished my NYSC, I thought that it would just be smooth sailing. I would just easily get a job because I had some experience before, but it took me a couple of months for me to obtain a job, and even some of my peers are still waiting and trying to find something for them to keep themselves busy. So it is not easy, and that's why I'm really excited to do today's YouTube video about really how do you get a job in Nigeria, particularly how do you even get a job in presenting in Nigeria. So I'm excited to have Henry Chiagozie, who is a presenter with Africa Independent Television, and he's going to be giving us his insights and tips on his experience getting to the stage that he is in right now. So thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, so excited to have you here.
Thank you.
So first of all, can you tell me a little bit about your educational background?
Henry Chiagozie, schooled, as people call me, a Yoruba boy. I grew up in Lagos. I schooled and I had different schools due to the occupation of my parents. I had to shuffle schools. I started my schooling in Onitsha. I started schooling in Anambra State, St. Charles Luanga in Onitsha. Then when we moved to Lagos, we had Holy Innocents. There was a school that was springing up then in 1995, 96. So I joined Holy Innocent. I schooled in Badagry Grammar School as well. I was in art class. Funny enough, I was in science in SS1 until I discovered I hated blood. So I had to switch to art class. I picked interest in history. So I switched to art class. I finished from Badagry Grammar School. And then when I finished I was told that some years later I had the best results in history. But I moved to Enugu State to gain experience from University of Nigeria, Nsukka, the lion, great lions as they call us. I studied history and international relations. I still love my passion, so I studied history and international relations. And I'm currently doing my master's as well in diplomatic studies and security at the University of Abuja.
Yes, that's amazing. So I would love to know, what was your first job after you graduated or after NYSC? Was it here at
If
AIT?
I'm to tell you, you might even laugh. As an typical Igbo boy, I didn't go out looking for jobs, actually. Really? Yes. I during the course of time, there is something I believe in. I might have to go spiritual. During the course of time, I started looking inwards. I started connecting the dots. I was good at drawing. I was a very good artist. I was good at patching up clothes together, patching up patterns and designs together. So while I was in secondary school, then I drew for tailors. Like they could just meet me there and I sketch one thing for me, I beg. So I did it for them and I saw it as a talent. So I was doing it freely. Then during NYSC, I got a call from a friend of mine. He said, okay, there's this house that he would like to link me up with. The house are involved in clothing and they would want me to sketch some few outfit for them for runway. I said, cool, I could do that for you. And then I wasn't charging very peanuts because I was doing it as a passion. So I started as a fashion illustrator, as a fashion designer. I sketch clothes for brands, sketch runway clothing for them, illustrate for them. So that was the first job I did. I think I didn't even have a CV after NYSC. While we were running around I told God, all the talent you've given to me, where is it leading me to? I love the media life, I love TV, I love looking good. So I know it was leading me towards that being a model, of which I'm not so handsome, but being a model or working in the fashion industry. Wow, that's amazing. So you just put your skills to use. You didn't even have to actually seek for employment. And then through that, people were just referring you to different people. That's amazing. Yeah, indeed. So how did you find yourself at AIT as a presenter? That one is a very, very touching story. But the truth is, the first time I had to tell Nigerians is, it's different for everybody. It is, everybody have a unique talent, but there's one common constant factor, which is building on integrity. you have to build yourself for people to recognize you. I know people, I know persons work in Nigeria to know persons. That's what people call him Mamado. To know people that know people before you get a job.
Connections.
Connections. But the truth is, we need to build ourselves. We need to build a brand. We need to build something about yourself that people will, even when you're not looking for jobs, the jobs will come meet you.
Wow.
And I built that as a hardworking person.
Okay.
People saw me as a generally hardworking person, and working in love.
Okay.
Not love in relationship-wise, but working in love is working wholeheartedly for someone. When you devote your time and patience to everything you're doing.
Okay, you're committed.
Exactly, you're committed. Working in love means you don't take offense from people because you don't know who will help you. Getting a job in AIT is a very, very touching one because the experience is very... I was dating someone then, and then we had a problem. Okay. So along the line, but something in me always told me, don't hate. I don't pick offense from anybody. No matter how you offend me, I just laugh over it. So at that point, I was still walking in love. I was still doing all I did for her as a friend. Was still doing it because people expected me to be angry and overreact. I don't. Okay. So I kept on being the friend that she needed. So I just got a call from her one day. Okay, see, I'm at this office, and they need a presenter. They need a male personality with a voice. Okay. I said, oh, really? Do you think I can fit in there? She said yes, that I was the only person that came to her mind. Wow. So, and I prayed, I said, let's not remove God factor. I prayed, I said, God, you told me not to pick offense with people, and this girl connected me to this place. Okay, let me just go for the interview. And I came, they were like, oh, are you the person from this? I was like, yes. Okay, say something. I just said something, like, okay, okay, you're hired. Come back tomorrow by 12 o'clock. Wow. But to Nigerians, it is not the same. You might need to know people. But the truth, one constant thing that we all should know is you have to work in love, genuinely. Because people you meet every day, you don't know where you can help. You don't know where they can help you from. You don't know where the help could come from. And Nigerians have formed an aggressive system, which is very bad, which is very toxic. Indeed, the system is bad, but we need to work, we need to be friendly. Yeah. There is something I was... Okay,
so when you say we have an aggressive system, it's the way we approach people. Yes, if we don't think we can get something from them.
We just end up shunning. There was this talk I saw recently from a pastor where he said, it is not everybody you would date, that you have to enjoy friendship. Yeah. Nigerians don't have the culture of enjoying friendship. Sorry to say that if we don't have the culture of enjoying friendship, like being friends with somebody without really gaining something from the person. We have to build friendship. Yes. The stronger the friendship you build, the more chances and opportunities you have at succeeding in life. That's the truth. Succeeding, it could be in getting a job, in relationships, in affairs of life. And in Nigeria, the more friendship you build, because people would always remember, people will sit back and remember, oh, this person was a very good person to me. Oh, there are places where people would be, and the first thought that comes to their mind is you. I know the person that connected me here. There are so many male people that she must have known in her life. There are so many male people close to her. There are so many family members who are close to her that my cousin doesn't have a job, my brother doesn't have a job. Why would I connect this person? But for the friendship and the impact you leave on people, we go a long way to speak about you when you're not there with them. Yeah, so that's just a AIT job, and people are really surprised because I didn't study mass comm and I'm in AIT, but that's God.
Wow, that's amazing. It's the impression that you made on somebody else that led them to calling you and picking it up. Yes, exactly. Because most people assume that, okay, we need connections. That's what some of my friends tell me. I don't have the right connection, so how can I get to where I want to be? But I love the fact that you said that we build relationships with everybody we meet. Exactly. So you never know who the person you are talking to, who you may not think is even in a high authority. You never know who they know. And just by how you approach them, just by the sort of vibe they get from you, if they notice that you're somebody that's hardworking and dedicated, you can really find your way there.
And to break the religious background of people believing that this certain job is for this certain religion, as they say. There was a security man, a gate man of a compound, the next compound where I stay. I'm always good to him. Like in the morning, I greet him in Akwana. He always laugh. In Akwana is okay, yes. Okay, I greet him in Akwana in the night whenever I come up from work. He said, no, in Akwana is in the morning. So we bond. We had this relationship that we bond. So he just told me one day that, okay, that I think I was at home, and he called him that his Oga wants to see me.
Okay.
So I was surprised. He's a northerner. He's a Muslim. I don't know what this Oga wanted to see me for, but I knew I had nothing to do with religion. But I walked up to the Oga. He said that that his boy spoke so much about me that I communicate, because he stays alone, that I talk to him, that I interact with him, that the place doesn't stay boring for him. And the man was like, okay, that if I can also be as an agent for him,